So Section 5 and warranties of the vacant land purchase contract.
Go for it, Holly.
You know, the warranties basically are the same coming across from the residential purchase contract. So this is going to be very, very similar. The seller is going to maintain the property basically as you saw it. Now, where this becomes important is up in my neck of the woods, when we get into monsoon season, we go from dirt to weeds that are taller than I am in about 30 days. And usually in that 30-day time frame, weeds go from about a centimeter to about 3 inches in diameter. And as a result, you've got to get in there with something substantial as a brush hog to get that down because of the fire hazard. And if you don't knock the weeds down, the fire department comes knocking and they will assess you. So as a seller, that's something I'm very mindful of in our vacant land. Also with the buyer, if you've got a longer escrow, that's something to be watching for as well. If you've got a lot of trees on the property, I'm thinking of Flagstaff, Pace in northern Arizona, White Mountains, it could really impact if we have a huge monsoon storm, we lose a lot of trees, that could impact as well. And then
fence lines, that type of thing. Again, we brought this up before, but even though it's vacant land and it's kind of just hanging out there, you want to go walk on the property before you close escrow. If there's a fence, if there's a gate, if there's something there that your client said, this is one of the reasons I'm buying this property, you want to make sure it's still there when you go to close escrow.
Yeah, inspect what you expect. And so don't close escrow until you're ready to go. Warranties that survive closing, so the seller's going to disclose any latent material defects. Oh yeah, I forgot about that septic tank or that old gasoline storage tank from the 50s.
Yeah, when we had farm equipment on the property.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So,
or any mechanics liens. They will need to be paid off at close of escrow. But again, if somebody did work on the property, cleared debris, cleared those trees, cleared that, they may put a mechanic lien on the property if they haven't been paid promptly.
Now for the buyer, basically they're disclosing anything that would materially or adversely impact their ability to close escrow. Now this is what's so important. When you look at this section, particularly lines 191 through 194, buyers at close of escrow or possession, whichever comes first, are basically saying, yo, I've done all my inspections, I've double checked everything, I'm feeling really good, I'm prepared to close. Inspect what you expect with your buyer, going back to what we just said as far as a pre-closing walkthrough. And then also, please, make sure you are not relying on any verbal conversations. And this is where the buyer was out running around, they looked at the property before they called you, maybe they ran into the neighbors, maybe the seller was out. I was showing vacant land here this last week, and the seller was there taking down a tree to clear the easement, and he's like, oh yeah, this, and this, and you can split it 4 times. And I'm thinking, no, you can't, because we're in this limit. As a result, my buyer was expecting to be able to split it 4 times. That is something that, if that is a contingency, I need to be able to write into the contract, or I need to follow back around. And that's why we've got those blank lines under the warranty section 193 and 194. Be specific. Otherwise, very rarely, you're not going to put anything in those lines. You're going to put NA or none.
A line.
Or a line. Yeah. Please don't ever put nope. I had a buyer's agent put nope, we have cash, we're good to close. Don't. Just don't.